So apparently, the new craze, now that virtual education has become prevalent and whatnot, the new craze from a teacher's aspect, and even from those that are in face to face environments, are this new Bitmoji Classroom. So, as you see here, how would you as a teacher like to know how to create a Bitmoji classroom like the one you see here, where when a student logs in, now they have interactive elements such as this right here that takes them to certain aspects that you need them to work on. If you do, please stay with me and I'll show you exactly how I created this environment. What's up guys, Chris here, aka the Clever Guru. Today, as the intro was stating, I'm going to show you how to make your very own Bitmoji Classroom. Now this video I want to emphasize is mainly for the teachers or educators as they utilize things like Google Classroom to set up, organize their classwork and give their students. Again, as I stated in previous videos, a lot of these videos, even though they seem like a virtual element, these can tie into both virtual and face-to-face environments. So I want to encourage both teachers that are going to work and doing face-to-face, as well as those that are virtual, to consider these things. If you want to be creative in your and making your classroom. So the first thing you're going to need to do is create your very own Bitmoji. Now, what you'll do is you'll go to bitmoji.com. And I will say that this is also available on the Android and Apple Store. However, when creating your Bitmoji through your phone, it does tend to ask for elements that some may feel uncomfortable in sharing. So by utilizing Google Chrome, you're able to scroll all the way at the bottom and choose Bitmoji for Google Chrome. And what that will do is at the very top, add the extension to your Chrome browser. And so up here in the top right corner is very small. It's a little green square with a smiley face. That's the Bitmoji extension. Okay, so that's step one. Step two, for those with the Google Classroom suite, you'll go to Google Slides. Okay. So we're going to start with a blank presentation. All right. We will change the layout to a blank layout. You don't want anything on here. All right. And then we're going to go to Insert because we need some type of backdrop. Insert, and we're going to search the web. Okay. And from here, we want to type in, I like to type in wall, floor. Okay. And now we have a bunch of images that just popped up. All right. And from here, we can kind of figure out what type of background we're going to want for our classroom. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if this will work. Sometimes the biggest thing in creating these elements is trying to find the right thing. It can be time consuming with that. But once you find it, it tends to work pretty good. So let's see if we can make this work. All right. I'm just going to extend everything to the size of the square, the rectangle, and boom. So now we have our backdrop. So now we can start adding things to here. So the first thing I want to look to add is maybe a whiteboard. So we're going to look for pictures of a whiteboard. Now, I want to say when you search for your pictures, be sure and add the word transparent to the beginning. That way you're searching for the image only and not any type of background stuff. So when I search for whiteboard, I'm going to type in transparent whiteboard. Okay. And I like the looks of the first one, so we'll drag it in. And now we have a transparent whiteboard. So let's center this up maybe right in there. Okay, so there we are there. The second thing I want to emphasize is to save time. I want to encourage you to put elements that you are not going to change. You're kind of making a template for your classroom. That way you're not having to go through and change every aspect. You're only going to change certain aspects. So as we're designing this, we're going to design it as the template first. Okay. So from here, let's search for a plant. So we have several options of plants. We have a tree even. So let's see. Excuse me. So I'm going to search. I'm going to put this plant in there. So here's our plant. And you just resize it and put it in an area that you feel will look good. So I think that looks pretty good. Now from here, maybe you want a bookshelf. And so we have options of a blank bookshelf, and then we have options of bookshelves that's already there, okay? I want to encourage you that maybe if you're a ELA teacher or a librarian or something like that, maybe do the blank bookshelf, and then you can add like book covers, to your stuff and link it to the actual book, and it looks pretty cool when you do it. So why don't we use, trying to think, let's see. Why don't we use, let's try this one. So again, there's our bookshelf. Okay. We'll resize it and we'll stick it right there. All right. Now, another thing that's cool, and it may not work with this one, but you can format your pictures. So maybe recolor it. So if you think there's too much like brown, there's too much brown in this. So let's change the color. Why don't we change it to like a black or maybe even a navy? Well, no, that looks pretty good. So like a grayish black. So we'll do that. Okay. Now let's look for maybe a couch or yeah, we'll do a couch. So we have several options for a couch. Let's try this one. All right, so obviously it's a pretty big couch. All right, and again, with the options to format it, you can do things like reposition it. So you can position it, you can rotate it. So we're gonna flip it, okay, and put it on this side. And maybe move our plan over a little bit so you can see it a little better. Okay, all right, there's our couch. So there's that. And then maybe it's not a classroom without a desk, right? So let's put a desk in there. And let's see, let's clarify, student desk. Well, yeah, let's put student desk. All right, so let's find something that looks pretty good. So this looks pretty good. And there's our student desk. And again, guys, I'm just throwing things in here and kind of showing you how to do it, okay? Now, what I was saying is kind of design your template and that you feel that you're not going to change it that much. And from where, when you have everything the way you want it, you can go here to File and hit Download and download it as a JPEG or PNG. What this also does is when you upload this, and what this is going to do is turn this into a new background, okay? And so what this also does, if you notice when I come in here, if I'm a student and I'm sharing this, everything becomes clickable, okay? So everything can be, if you want the students to click on things, now everything in the picture is clickable. If I sit there and save this, so if I download it as a PNG or JPEG, we'll just do it as a PNG, okay? It's downloaded. And now, when I do a new presentation, all right, we're going to again change the layout. And we're going to change the background. And we're going to choose. And let's see, upload, browse. There's untitled presentation. And now we have a background for you that's not clickable. So kids can't go in there and start changing things. So now everything's set up. So now we need our Bitmoji, okay? So we come up here to our Bitmoji thing, okay? And I'm gonna put sitting. So I'm gonna have a Bitmoji guy that's sitting. All right. And here's one. So give it a second to create. And we'll move them. Let's move them right there. Maybe make them just a little bit smaller. And there we go. There's our Bitmoji guy. Okay. Now, again, if I had a book to read, we can put a book over here, or whatnot. But we're going to keep it simple. You kind of get an idea how things are going. So we're going to insert a text box. Okay. And we're going to put Dr. Garland's class. All right. We'll highlight it. We'll center it up on the board. And maybe what I like to do is make it look real. So put it in like permanent marker. So it almost makes it look like you actually wrote it. So there's that. And then like I did before, we're going to insert another text box. And you can put in like a work. So what I did on the intro, I had a YouTube video that I did. So we're going to utilize that same video. How to use Google Classroom. Okay, simple. Again, we can center it up, make it look nice and neat, put permanent marker. All right, and the way you get it to where things can get interactive is I'm going to highlight what I just typed. Okay, and from here, I right click and hit link. And when I hit link, I'm going to paste whatever link is to what I'm trying to do. So if this is an audio book, for instance, if I had a book over here, I would link maybe the audio version, maybe chapter 1 of the audio version. And when I click on it, is in the classroom, if I'm a student, I click on that, it's going to take me to that audio book or that chapter. So from here, we're going to put our link for the video that I made that talks about how to use Google Classroom. And I just hit apply. And as you see, the font changed to a new link. Okay, and we'll just leave it at that. All right, we're not going to be elaborate with this. And again, you can do this as crazy as you can to make it look so nice and neat. But for this sake, I just kind of wanted to give you the idea, the how-tos on this. Okay, so we are done, and we're going to title this new Bitmoji. Okay, so that's titled. From here, from a teacher's aspect, we're going to go here. And again, you can do it on the stream, but a lot of times on the stream with Google Classroom, it gets complicated. I would recommend doing it from the classroom section or a classwork section. And so from here, we're going to create. Again, this isn't an assignment. This isn't a quiz or question. So choose material. All right. So we're going to title this Virtual Classroom 2. All right. And I'll just put, please do assignment on, or please review assignment on the board. Okay. And from here, we're going to add our Bitmoji Classroom. So new Bitmoji, insert, and post. And now we have our assignment. Okay. So if I was a student, which I believe, let me see if I can get access to this. I'm not sure if I can with this. Well, we'll go back to the classroom, okay? So if I was a student, for instance, I would come here when I log in, this is what I would see. And here I see Virtual Classroom 2, okay? So that's my latest assignment. So I click on it, it says, please review assignment 2. And when I click on it, as a student, I'm taken to this page. Again, like I said before, nothing is clickable outside of the new things that you did, okay? Nothing's clickable outside of the new things that you did. So obviously, I didn't make my guy template because he's going to be changed and other things as well. But they see that it says review the assignment on the board. The assignment on the board is how to use Google Classroom. So when I'm a student, I would click this and it would take me to the link. And now I can review the assignment in which it talks about Google Classroom. So again, guys, I hope this was an informative, fun way for educators to learn how to utilize Google Classroom and kind of make it your own. The Bitmoji craze is pretty big now, and by incorporating that into your Google Classroom and making some type of Bitmoji class, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat how it operates. The next, I do want to show you also, not in this video, but my next video, taking this banner and make you a animated Bitmoji banner, and it's pretty neat. And I'll show you how to do that on the next video. It's very simple. It's very simple to do. It's pretty much the same concept of what I showed you today. It just adds just a little bit more, just a little more element to it. But again, it's nothing hard to do. Again, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was beneficial to you from an educator standpoint. And again, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you thought of it. And in the comments also, share maybe what your classroom looks like and what you did to your Bitmoji classroom. Again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like below. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel and also share the channel as it helps out what we're trying to do. This is Chris, aka the Clever Guru. I hope you have a great day and a great remainder of the week, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.